Hey guys, this is Amy with Stick with the Plan, and today we're talking about your testimony. Stay right here. We're going to get right into it. Thanks for joining me today. I'm talking about your testimony. There's power when you share your story. Many times the enemy will come to you and say, it's not going to work out this time, or you'll think, maybe I've messed up. Maybe this is my fault. He's always trying to talk you out of the goodness of God and how faithful God has been. Recently, I've gotten testimonies in of people saying, Amy, I've been doing good, but I feel like the enemy's coming against me. So I started thinking about, how do we overcome? You know what Revelations 12:11 says? That they overcame him, the evil one, Satan, by the blood of the Lamb, that's the blood of Jesus Christ, and the word of their testimony. It was the power in their testimony. It was the awesome sacrifice that Jesus has done for us. When you talk about the blood, man, the glory of God shows up. The presence of God shows up. When you talk about, what he has done for you, his faithfulness, his goodness, you're magnifying the Lord. That sets the devil on the run. He's always trying to tell you that lie, that it's just not going to work out this time. It's not true. I was recently telling a testimony of my friend Lauren and how that she felt a lump on the side of her body. Well, she went to the doctor, and it was on our Stick with the Plan, our testimony of look again. And they looked the first time. It wasn't as bad as the enemy was lying to her face and her heart and her, what she was dwelling upon. She thought, this could be disastrous. Well, she went back again and a second time to the doctor. And each time the report was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Well, we told that testimony, the miraculous power of God, until it was nothing. They said this wouldn't even be in your medical history anymore. We don't even have to check you for this condition. And I told that. And another lady contacted me and said, I was going through the same thing. I heard that testimony. She said, the lump disappeared in my body as well. There's something that helps us overcome when we hear someone else's testimony of the goodness of God, of a miracle, of God's faithfulness, of his awesome power to set somebody free. You think he did it for them, he'll do it for me also. It just stirs our faith up. My husband, Jay, Pastor Jay, and I were doing a live just last week, and we were talking about how Jesus changes everything. We just started talking about the miracles in our lives concerning our bodies, people in our church, that have been believing God, seeing miracles. We started giving those testimonies. People started typing in, they were being healed just by watching the replay all day. I was getting testimonies. They said, Amy had to get up at work and start shouting. Why? When you hear testimonies of the goodness of God, it inspires your faith. So I wanted to stir you up today. Don't you just sit on your testimony. If you're going through it right now, all you got to do is just share what God has done in the past with you. You'll be sharing with somebody else, and you'll just stir yourself up to believe God for the miracle you need right now. Think about this. I was looking in Hebrews and 10:10, where it talked about we were sanctified by the offering of the body of Jesus Christ once and for all. I like that line. Once and for all. It's been done. You've been sanctified. The blood is speaking on our behalf. The enemy wants to always tell you, I thought recently this has been about 10 years ago, but our church needed some money for an air conditioning unit. We thought, how are we going to have Sunday morning? Everybody's going to be sweating in here. And, we just asked God. No one knew, but my husband Jay and I, we just agreed. And Lord, you know this need. And the enemy was quick to say, it's not going to work out this time. You're going to, church is going to be so upset. It's going to be awful. He's just feeding you, God can't come through this time. And I remember we just started thinking, God, no, he's going to come through. And that day, a farmer drove by our house and said, I had extra come in this financial quarter. I need to donate some to charity. You and Jay still have that church? He just knocked on my door. I said, yes. I said, sure. Well, sure, you want to make a donation? He ran out to his truck. He grabbed his money. He came back to me with hundreds of dollars, that paid what we needed for that week to get that unit working. I start thinking about that anytime the devil starts coming at me trying to think and tell me that God's not able to do it. I just remind him of all the times. I tell him that bedtime story once and for all. God has come through so many times in so many ways. Get your testimony out. That's how you overcome, by the blood of the Lamb, the word of your testimony, and you'll see more and more miracles. And that's how you stick with the plan he has for you. Thanks for joining me tonight. I love hearing the miracles that's happening in your life. It inspires our faith as well. Thank you for sharing this. New people get to watch this because you are sharing this. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, like this page. And remember, every Tuesday, we're going live. I'll see you then.